Hello guys and welcome to SquidgyfacePlays. Today's video is an awesome XP storage command. Now what this is, it's almost like an ATM machine but for your XP. Now I've designed this for use on my personal realm, so I thought I would just show you what it is. So essentially, as you can see, I've got 76 XP at the bottom of the screen. It says deposit. Now it works in tens, increments of tens. So if I deposit, it says 10 XP deposited, and 66 XP is gone. And if I click it again, 56 XP is gone. Again, it's now 46. Keep going, it's 36, 26, and then 16, and then finally 6. But now I can't click it again because I haven't got enough XP to deposit in there. But hang on a minute, what if I forgot how much XP I've put into this machine? That's fine. If you click on check balance, it'll quickly flash on screen how much you've got. So as you saw, I had 80. So if I click it again, I've got 80 XP. So that means I can withdraw 80 XP from the machine. And that, I think, is pretty much it. There's not really much else to it. It's a withdraw and a deposit system for XP, because I know how annoying it is when you've got a lot of XP and you die and you haven't got anything to back it up with. Now this is a perfect system for any realm that is looking to add a little bit of like proper server elements to it. And yeah, I think it's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in creative now, and I'm going to show you obviously how to do this command. So first off, we're going to type in two things into the chat. So the first thing in chat is going to be scoreboards, objectives, add XP, dummy, and then whatever you want to call it. I've called this stored XP. And then we also want to type in scoreboard players add at a XP 0. So they're the two commands that starts everything off. So essentially what you're doing is you're adding the scoreboard itself. So that's setting the scoreboard itself, and then this is adding all the players that are currently in the game to the scoreboard essentially. So obviously you can have this as a repeat command if you want. Like, it makes no difference if you have this, say, as a repeat command, unconditional, always active. It's going to keep going constantly, and it's always going to add 0 XP for anyone who's in the game. Obviously doesn't really affect anything. So if I like click here, as you can see, it's always going to stay 20. It's not going to add anything to me, but what it will do is it will just, like, anyone who joins the game, it will just add them to the scoreboard. So yeah, you can leave that as always active if you want. It's up to you. So then we've got the deposit command, which is this side. So let's go through that first. So we've got test for @p lm equals 10. So what that basically means is testing for the player, level minimum equals 10. So they need to have a minimum level of 10 for this to work. Then it's going to go into a chain conditional always active, which is scoreboard players add @p xp 10. So that's adding 10 to the scoreboard of XP to the nearest player, which is the person who presses the button. Then we've got XP minus 10 L at P, which is minus 10 levels at P. Then we have, say, at P 10 XP deposited. That you don't need that. That's just what I've added. And then finally, play sound random.orb at P. That's that command done. That's the whole withdraw command, deposit command. Sorry. So yeah, that's that one. So then we've got the withdraw command, which is very similar but kind of in reverse. So the first thing we've got is scoreboard players test @p xp 10. So what that basically is doing is it's checking the scoreboard. So any players that are on the XP scoreboard with a minimum of 10, it's testing that they're there. So obviously if you're there, it'll start to activate. Then what it's going to do, it's going to give you the 10 levels. So that's XP 10L at P. So it's going to give you the 10 levels. Then it's going to do scoreboard players remove at P XP 10. So that's going to take 10 off of the scoreboard. So it's keeping track of how much you're taking and adding and stuff like that. And then finally we've got, say, at P 10 XP withdrawn. Then it's got play random.orb at P. So that's basically playing the sound and saying the thing. And yeah, that's the withdraw. And again, it works perfectly. I love it. And then finally is the check balance. The reason why I've got it like this is purely because I've got the active commands thing on the right hand side of my screen. So you don't need to do this. You can have this always active if you want, but I like having this as a thing. So what I've done is I've got like a repeater going into the command block, and it says scoreboard objective set display sidebar XP. So that's going to basically show it up on the side of the screen. It's got a few repeaters there just to kind of delay the effect, and then it's got scoreboard objectives set display sidebar comms. Now what that basically means for me is when I click it, it's going to go from that going back to my original one. But say if you don't have anything on the side of your sidebar, you just have to have it as that. If you have it as scoreboard objective set display sidebar, like so, when you click that, it will just remove it after a few seconds. So you click it, it goes up, and then it removes. So this is probably what you guys would have. Obviously, if you haven't got anything already displayed on that sidebar, I think it's a pretty cool command. It's a cool way of doing things. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to redo this because I don't want it to mess up for myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It works perfectly every time. Like, obviously, if one of you guys can improve this, then go ahead, try for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll leave everything in the comments and things down below so you can put all this into your world. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!